Abusian for finally no John Dramani Mahama our president in Assembly no vindication Kesi pa no edifa any demonstrators for now omotisi Congo demonstrate especially Afenyo mark in any call for no and I just send him go see Kesi pa Akroma na den esi a year our very own justice a penny back wa just wa gitin power Ghana ha justice Atuguba I just a former CG and I just want about Bontia be Xpose a year in Niema pa Kofado a year last year yaw Niema or Jaya just a MP or Mokataso or Supreme Court or no near market one Tony Boise Achichimuye but I say Afenyo marking a NPP for no they have no right. No right. Ki kakra obi besi e kan akra ka ho no anka bi. Na bibi na e bibi. Na asem ni na hi nti no aba abontin aba be Xpose omosa no. Ni ebinya akonya ayede akwakotie. Na statistics ahodo aba abontin chese. Ye kan nkrofo pa party pa omonkrofo ya calling omo to the bar. Chese judges of former appeal court. Or more high court or more supreme court. Ye ka party for pa I began to test do dona NPP for ne power mo. Me say ya power mo keko. Ya power mo unconform ye politically affiliated and ye diomo alcohol. In sebre and konin quitting sen munchichimu.
Look, I will give you statistics. Share NPP one. Out of 113 high court judges, Ghana
currently
108 was appointed by NPP, and they don't appoint neutrals. So, I don't know if you listen to Justice Atuguba, where he complained that under NPP, in the 8 years that NPP was in power, senior judges who were ready for promotion were stepped over. And junior lawyers were appointed as judges to the bench. Raymond Atuguba, Justice Atuguba said this last year on Joy. So then you come to the Court of Appeal. Out of 48 judges that we have, 44 was appointed by NPP. At the Supreme Court, out of 14 judges that we have, 13 were appointed by NPP. So, this is the crux of the matter, Ghana for. They are comfortable. Say, the judges there, they are one of them. They were appointed by them. And over the past 8 years, our bench has proven that they owe allegiance to their appointer, the person who appointed them. And they have proven this through the nickname that Ghanaians gave them, Unanimous 7. Because when you get a case and you go to court, based on your political affiliation, you know it's going to be a guilty or not guilty. So, the reason why Afenyo and co, the people who went on the streets today, went to make noise, was because they are afraid that oral is coming. If we do a reset of the judiciary, they will not have their favorites sitting on their cases, and they might end up in jail because they know they have stolen. They know they have stolen, and they know that with a new chief justice, the acting chief justice, who has given instructions, say going forward, all cases must come to him for assignment. So they are not doing this because they love the Supreme Court more than they love the Chief Justice more than she loves herself. They are not doing this because they love the judiciary. They are doing it because they are protecting themselves against oral. But oral, upeu, is happening. You will go to court and you shall be tried. And if you have stolen, then you are in trouble. If you haven't stolen, Lady Justice is there. There will be justice for you. But under NPP, they turned Lady Justice upside down. There was no justice in this country. And the polls have proven. Say, about 52% of Ghanaians want the judiciary to be reset. I'll give you one guy. He's now on the bench. Dr. Poku Eduse. He was on the streets with us on Facebook. We were bantering with him. He was appointed under Nanado as head of legal at National Communications Authority. And he was doing NPP NDC politics with us. This guy has been appointed to the Court of Appeal as a judge. He's a known NPP person who was fighting with us on Facebook. So after he was appointed, he took off, he removed his page. But we know your political coloring. So if I come, I'm a known NDC person. And so when I go on the bench, definitely I'll have some bias towards my party people. And he's human. We are all human. So being human and being appointed by NPP to the bench, he owes allegiance to them. They forget. You see, we don't care. Everybody has votes for a certain party. You see, but when you are put in a position to protect the constitution, because our loyalty is not to any political party, our loyalty is to the constitution, which we must all protect, because the constitution is the supreme law of the land. But where somebody is appointed to the bench, he feels that it was this person who appointed me, did me a favor by promoting me to this level, so I must protect their interest. Then that is where Lady Justice has been thrown to the curbs. And that is what Ghanaians are speaking up against. There's another judge who was appointed. He was actually an NPP parliamentary candidate. This is how low that Nanado brought the bench. Okay? So this person, he was a former parliamentary candidate in the Volta region. Justice Ernest Yao Geru. Justice Ernest Yao Geru, former parliamentary candidate in NPP in the Volta region. So if I go to before him, what kind of justice? And I recall that during one of the hearings, he was empaneled in a political. He was put on the panel in a political hearing. And guess what? When council, protested and said that this NPP judge must recuse himself because the matter at hand is a political matter. Our Chief Justice shut him up. She shut him up, and it was that objection was in the right direction, because you can't have someone who is politically colored. I agree that yes, he must work, so he's been given the position. But when it comes to certain cases, you know, based on your interest or political affiliation or your relationship, if the other party doesn't feel comfortable and they ask for you to recuse yourself, the right thing that the person who is sitting in the chair must do is to ensure that they listen. She didn't listen. She told him to sit down. It's about time you take your seat. It's about time. I'm quoting her. It's about time you take your seat. It's about time you take your seat. And told Sorry to sit down, without going into the matter to find out why Sorry was asking for the NPP judge to recuse himself. So going forward, there are a lot of cases against these, what did you call them? Thieves. There are a lot of cases. They think that Ghanaians have forgotten. Ghanaians haven't forgotten. They've been out of power only 4 months. And they think that all of a sudden they are angels. Ghanaians don't remember why they voted you out. You cannot come and whitewash yourself and pretend that you are angels and this government is not on the right track. I heard Afenyo speaking a lot of rubbish. But was it not under Afenyo that Ghana Water Company, I may be wrong, but Ghana Water, Afenyo was board chair for Ghana Water Company. Yeah. Was he not?
He was.
So how come every 2 weeks Atuguba was being paid 650,000 Ghana cedis into his personal account for providing internet services.
The
Security.
engineer who was paying the money is today the area manager for Accra East. Engineer Stephen Apiawotu. He should be sacked. 6 days ago, he was interdicted by the NIB. He has come back to work and he reports to Yoko. He should be removed from where he's sitting. He was the one who ran Baumier's digital campaign. Engineer Stephen Apiawotu is the one I'm talking about. He paid the money. He paid the money, yes. But I mean, when I talk about Ghana Water, you people think I hate them or I don't like the MD. If I tell you the rot there, currently the person who has been brought as chief manager of procurement, he was involved in buying electric poles. Ghana Water electric pole. He was involved in buying electric poles to 50 billion. He was demoted to the central region. Now he has been brought as chief manager in charge of Ghana Water, in charge of procurement. So
anyway, let me continue.
What? Continue, madam. I will not take the words out of your mouth.
Edubuahin, Ghana for Edubuahin, not Ghana Water. Etiano 6. And yes, I say, I won't say alleged.
650.
I won't say alleged
every 2 weeks
because investigation has proven that he's been taken to court. Yes. He's on remand.
Yes.
650,000 Ghana cedis every 2 weeks. Na yetuego Edubuahin account mu. Na Afenyo marking. No, so no your botcher will say no your day you. So my thing is Edubuahin shouldn't carry the thing alone. Whoever was in charge when Edubuahin was being paid that money should be arrested and charged. Look, Afenyo marking is not above the law.
Not at all.
It was in this country when we saw Atuguba, our own honorable Atuguba, being sent to court for something that happened when he was deputy minister. So why is it that under our own government, Afenyo marking cannot be held responsible for his deeds under ECG and Ghana Water Company Limited?
And the road
why is he walking free and shouting? Why is Afenyo marking walking free?
What?
Anyway. Very well.
I'm not done. ECG containers that are missing.
Yes.
Under Afenyo marking.
Yes.
Under NPP, we are being told that cocoa board containers are missing. Under NPP, somebody went and sold Ghana Mission House residence in Nigeria for $1.5 million.
Different from the Oslo one in Norway.
Yes. And these people today say what? They are clean and they are demonstrating. In fact, most of the people who went to the demonstration, when they were interviewed, they didn't even know why they were there. They didn't know why they were there. Yeah. But these same people were the ones who sacked Charlotte Osei. Yeah. Was Charlotte Osei a hermaphrodite? Was she a hermaphrodite?
No.
She was a woman.
Yes.
So why is it that it's okay under NPP to sack one woman who has been given? In fact, Charlotte Osei was the first female electoral commissioner. They didn't even allow her to enjoy her position. They sacked her. This woman is not the first chief justice. And I believe that
those who have
if you have done anything wrong and there's a petition against you, the substance of the petition must be looked into. And if you are found guilty, be it. Yes. She said it. The law is the law. I'm quoting here. The law is the law. So if the law is the law, why do we have hungry, unemployed people being used by this opposition who just came out of government to come and demonstrate against something they don't even understand? Mugabe, why?
It's very serious. Very serious.
So Ghanaians, they can't believe.
Now slap police in our yes. I mean, is it right for a minority leader to go to that extent?
At Obobiasum.
Yeah, we said person one has to try.
Did you watch that?
What's that place? I don't know. I know J or just Oh, yes.
NPP for me are violent. That's all I can say. They are very violent. NPP is violent. That's why they went to beat up a female judge in her court. And they are disrespectful. They are arrogant. They haven't learnt lessons. NPP hasn't learnt lessons from their 8 years of misrule. that took them out of power. So they are beating up the police that is protecting them. And I am calling on the IGP. Your men went out there on your instructions to go and work to protect Ghanaian citizens. They didn't put themselves up to be beaten by politicians. So whoever assaulted and battered the police officer should be arrested. IGP, you need to let your men have faith in you that if they go out and they get beaten, you will protect them. So if there's video evidence of any of your men being abused, the right thing for you to do is to have that person charged for assault and battery, so that your men will know that they can put their lives down for you because you fight for them.
Madam Inuaba Excellency Yellow as it happens live on TV as well as it and also on Power 97.
I was for with the Yankasi Asuma. Lawyer ni after say beka wonim de our your bar and our better radio so any TV so church ni muji acheyen amye hu niema yebeka rot ahodo a ekoso under the judiciary led by the NPP party no watoni boase with statistics achechim kama ache amye hu say niema NPP for no ayam shishie and abetom so omuyemu shishie omo say nkrofo a omadi Ghana sika a omuntimi account for and so wuntimi account for bibia na just we ko ade no afa and I watch the odis kan ya fan for so die bia ambro man wow personal use wafa we and these people no eno mania breakers pa person mo kutia the president in be ya won't mean take actions against them. See Newz ni ya Rita Benson HSA lawyer Rita Benson HSA niema NPP for year no kakra bi no ura for the abano now so niema ewo ura nim no omo ankase ho bia no me mahye omo with all these are ura epule no na say the Attorney General esa kase or say yen hwehwemu adege akwachi asade akokota utim said the Dr. Dominic Ayini ni ekano ono so on court emfa case in Congolusi and they know him omunim ne past records so with the ora diabano and okran so the Attorney General so no formation e womni samano enso no na some information kakra wo ura ni munompo no I no crown I dear my NPP for some of the answers beba I no crown no mufilises ye dia no kwa kokota e ade be dear mo some be de benya answers so court ya kebe bo mo no so no and also na John Dramani Mahama so ye de edine ni esi no sisi beka awa kwese omani daso omu hope nyina no is a GM GF from nsem eyira kakra ti amana e dia momo inti as you speak no many to track on nsem painting pictures as you say Mahama in Pabonini painting pictures as you say John Dramani Mahama onye hwe na do ya na so de na NBC the Chief Justice so utie na ni tie stick answer mo kan na ono no na say Ghana for Afenyo na kwan bia so no ombe win 2028 besa papa ne so dae is it the Kasama more than 37 million people in Ghana munyina abeto abamba NPP ni matantan basa mo ye no Ghana for Afenyo mo kokura for ne mra for kura mumbu am Ghana for Afenyo dollar kura mo intimi an control Ghana for Afenyo taxes anyanse nimu am to Ghana for so Ghana for Afenyo so as you speaking of back and forth between the executive and the judiciary NPP for nyina ko gina the judiciary chi because of the CJ. Inim the entire NPP for protected the CJ nisa. Inim na so wadwemu da wa yem o ma yen kan kire be hu the entire omnia den akotai omochi. So as she speaking on Justice Atuguba eno aba bonten chair niema so for the past year we are also Supreme Court just say any nyan NPP for come to because ne favor mo enyo enye ne enka mahama ye bia ene enka komema Ghana butu then the president yenti crown bon Afenyo mark intimidating and so the show be awesome then president ne ye then why Mama or say demonstrate. Baby under your watch, under your government. Mama Ghana for more protest no. Mama man fan under a president Mama or Mama Baho, Mabaho, or Mama Faho as a Baho. El respecting my Bejimo petition to comparison more compare on the some degree. Ejina or no say exposing more petition, you know, exposing say. Baby a dream, na mo crime nipa crime mefa mona mo say secret zone eyampa. Na so once you respect mo, as aba beji mo petition. We need chance leadership. Na niema mo ye ni nyina no. This lawyer or obey say is because of aura. Na kwan bia so no ma me ne beko. Na kwan bia so niema ma fa no so president be recover Ghana. And near better president no crack or the Amagana to say, or mine do than a comaso. Nankambes who are for Ghana be no the better, or better Magana. I'm a Ghana for her Tom. I'm a man who says, I am a man now more cast a president into me, Moshe, and I'm more fashionable proven wrong because the same accountability can't be into wedding or buy. So Moody didn't know more than a monk was on ye. Moo ye did know. President needs to take action at the FM. Subscribe next time on your study in your bintia for once in your